Hello everyone, welcome to Kadamari Solution and I'm Sneha Harish. So today's topic is about prosperity and food. So how does your food or your cooking really connect to your prosperity? Remember one thing, it is a circle or it is a cycle if you see. In what mental frame you cook, that is what you're going to eat. And what you're going to eat, that exactly is your mental frame which will actually convert. So, how do we deal? How do we actually work on this and get the prosperity and positivity into our life? It's not that there is no human being without tension, without mental issues, or without agony, or without lot of problems. So, how there are few things which you can really follow, and when you cook, you can create that positivity around you and your family. There are some families you see that sometimes you are not well, or your husband is not well, or your kids are not well. Continuously, there's somebody not keeping well, or there are some problems continuously coming. It's also related to cooking. In what mental frame are you cooking? Because when you're cooking, a woman when she's in kitchen and when she's cooking, that's a time lot of thoughts keep running in your mind, and that thoughts get converted or passed on to your food. There are some days the same food which you make, it's very tasty, but other days the same food it's not tasty. Why? It's you who's putting the salt, who's putting the spice. So what is the difference? We need to look at this in a very minute way. What are the aspects, what are the mistakes which we are doing in our kitchen? It could be a maid cooking, or it could be a person who's coming from outside and cooking for you. So, how do we deal that? If it's your maid, keep her happy. The day when she is stressed, tell her not to cook, because that cooking is your family is going to get affected. You take up and do not leave your full house or your food into somebody else's hand. Second, if a person who is coming from outside and cooking, make sure that when he or she comes from outside, give them water, give them some time to cook. Don't be in a hurry, because that is your health. Your health is in somebody else's hand. We can't rectify a lot of things because we eat from outside, we go to parties, we do so many things. So I'm just going to summarize it, what you can do in your kitchen when you're cooking. When every day when you get into your kitchen and when you want to cook, first thing you pray. First think of Annapurneshwari, that is Goddess Parvati. She is the goddess of food. She is full of compassion and love. And every lady has that energy inside her. So make sure that you pray before you cook. Second thing, when whatever you cook in your house, think think of the aspect you're going to cook this and keep it for God. Because when you always remember that when you're going to cook for a guest or somebody from outside, you make sure that you put in your extra efforts. So if you're going to cook for God, you will have that extra love in your heart. So you will make sure that you cook with lot of love and bhakti or compassion, or your heart is full of love when you're cooking for God. Second thing is, never when you're washing your rice or anything, don't keep putting it in your mouth. It's not a very good habit. You cut vegetables, put two pieces in your mouth, and then you cook. Don't do that. There are a lot of people, after everything you cook, you want to taste. Is the salt proper? Is the sugar okay? It's fine. It's completely all right. When you cook, it will all be all right, or it will be all fall in place when you are intenting that you're going to offer it to God, or you're making with a lot of love for your family, which is going to affect their health. So you need not keep tasting. One more thing. There are some dishes which we would have learned from our grandmother or mother or for mother-in-laws or sister-in-laws, or we would have seen some friend making that dish. And if you're going to make that dish, make sure that you think of them in a positive way. Some people tell that I don't like to think about anybody or think of those particular people around. No, every individual has some good points in them. So you should make use of it. Think of them in the correct manner. So there is a blessing flowing through. So your dish will be all right. One more basic important thing. You cook everything and then just leave it on the table. If you don't serve it with love, that cooking has no meaning to it. Try serving once a day to your husband, to your kids. Okay, you're in a busy lifestyle. Make it at least twice a week. Husbands especially, there are a lot of husbands in a busy work time. Even after they come home, they are in so much of into mails and they're working, so they just tell the wives to leave the food on the table and go. Even husbands, make sure that once in a while tell your wife to serve it for you. It's very good to be independent, but when she serves it with a lot of love and concern for your health. So give that right to her to serve. These are basic points which makes a home or which makes a house. If you're making one mistake out of it, try rectifying it. One more major thing. Cooking only takes 45 minutes if you have to cook end to end for a small family on daily basis. That 45 minutes, give yourself in the kitchen. Don't be with phone. Don't be talking to somebody. Don't hear something. Okay, you can hear good music. You can hear some good mantras, which will obviously add on to the positivity and prosperity to the food. But if you're talking to somebody and you're listening to somebody's sorrow, are you ready to take it? Have you gone spiritually that high that you can absorb things but still emit positivity? No. So that 45 minutes of cooking, make sure that you chant or listen to something good. So that intention, that energy would pass into your food. Food is a very, very important aspect in our life. Food is something which creates positive intentions and negative intention. It's not only for health, it's also for your mental health. So make sure, use these tips and pray God to give all the positive good health and prosperity into your life. If you like this video of mine, press the like button, subscribe to my YouTube channel and keep watching this space. And do share this video that somebody else would also be utilizing these tips. Signing off for now. Thank you very much.